Hello everyone, welcome to Graphic Designers Workshop. Let us see how to create this furry cartoon in Illustrator. So let us start. Let us create an A4 size landscape document and let's give it a name, Furry Cartoon, and simply create. So once we have created this document, and now we have to create the shape required for creating a furry cartoon. So I will be selecting a star and just click inside the artboard so that this star dialog will appear. So in the star dialog, keep the points as 10 and then simply click OK. And then what we need to do is we have to apply a gradient inside this star. So we will just apply some gradient. You can select any gradient, so it's your choice. All you have to do is just open this color panel. In case this color panel is not open, you can simply go to Windows and select this color option. So you can also use the keyboard shortcut F6, right? So then simply just drag this color panel so that you can see the colors. And right now the colors are in black and white. You can just select RGB here, right? And then we will fill the color. So we will select a red and also yellow, a yellow and red color. So we will select a pure red color here, right? And we will select a radial gradient for this, and also we want the dark color to be inside and the light color to be outside. So something like this, right? And we will also turn off the stroke for this one, right? And the next thing we'll do is we will slightly change the shape of this star a little bit. So what we are supposed to do is we can simply select the direct selection tool, or you can use keyboard shortcut A, and we will make it a little bit rounded, something like this. So it should look something like this. Just you have to click on this circle, the dotted circle here, and if you pull it inside, it will turn like this. So it will appear like a rounded star, a star with the rounded corners, right? So once you got a star like this, we will now duplicate the star. So to duplicate the star, all you have to do is you have to hit Ctrl C and Ctrl F. So now we can duplicate the star. So we will place both the stars at the center of the artboard. So you can select this alignment options here. So you can simply click on this align horizontal center, and we will also select this star and select align options and just select align horizontal center. So we'll just select it, right? So now for the inside star, we will apply a greenish gradient. So we want a dark green for this left slider, and light green, or you can say lime green for this right slider, right? Something like this. So now we will select both the stars. So now we will select both the stars, and then we'll go to object, blend, and we will select the blend options. So here we will select the specified steps, and here we will put a value of 150, or you can say let us say 180, right? And then simply click OK. And then we'll again go to object, we'll again go to the blend, and this time we will select the option make. So you will get something like this. And once you got something like this, we will now go to the effect, and here in effect we have distort and transform, and in distort and transform we will first select pucker and bloat. So in pucker and bloat we will put a value of -23%. This is actually in percentage. So we will just simply click OK. So you will get something like this. Then the last and final step is we'll go to effect again, and then we'll go to distort and transform, and here we have an option roughen. We'll simply select this roughen. So once you see the roughen, so here you have a number of options. So what we'll do is we'll first select absolute here instead of relative, and then what we'll do is we will reduce the detail here. We will also select the smooth option, and then we will increase the size. So something like this. So we need to get something like this. So you can actually experiment with this detail also, but we will keep the detail as 0. So but the size has to be 100. Okay, and then simply click OK. So you need to get something like this. So now the next step is we will change this fur a little bit. So what we will do is we will simply right click over it and we'll select isolate selected group. So what it will do is we can have control over these shapes. We can individually control the shape. So we have to go inside this isolate selected group mode. So right now we are inside the isolate mode. So I am selecting the inner star, and then we will just simply drag it upwards like this, and then we will select the outer star, and then we will change its shape. So you can make it a little bit wide, or you can make it thin or wide or whatever. So we'll also select the smaller star and we'll make it more smaller, and then just adjust it. Right. So once you are done and you are satisfied with the outcome, you just click on this back one level button over here. Right. So again we are back to the document mode. Right. So now what we'll do is we will create eyes, nose and mouth for this furry cartoon. So what we'll do is we'll simply select an ellipse, and if you want perfect ellipse you can hold shift and create, and then what I'll do is we'll apply white and black to this ellipse, and then we want radial gradient for this, and then also we'll click on this reverse so that the dark color will be inside and the white color will be outside, and then we will hit G. G is annotator. So with annotator we can adjust the black portion here. So we can just simply make it sharp actually, and we can make it small and just move it like this. So something like this. So now we got the eye. So we can simply make it look like an egg shape, and we can center scale it. Right, and then we'll keep it over here, and then we'll simply hold Alt and we'll duplicate so that we'll get one more eye. Right. So then the next thing we are supposed to do is we'll create nose. So for nose we'll simply select the ellipse again, but we'll give a different color for this. We'll give a pink color. So how we can give pink color? We'll simply first we'll apply some random color, and then we can give a pink color shade by using the gradient. So I have given a light pink and dark pink gradient, and we will make it radial gradient. So something like this. Right. And then what we'll do is we will actually change the shape of this nose a little bit. We'll make it, we will select this point and make it sharp by selecting this convert selected anchor points to corner. Right, and we'll select these 2 points. We'll hold shift and we'll use the down arrow and we'll make it like this. And we'll also add 2 more points over here, and then we can simply change the shape a little bit, something like this. Now it looks like a water drop. Right, then what we'll do is we'll simply select this, we'll center scale it and we'll keep it over here. Right, we can also make it a little bit big and keep it exactly in between the eyes. Right, now we will create mouth. So we'll simply select the ellipse. We will what we'll do is we will apply a pure black color to this. So how we can apply a black color? Yeah, we'll just apply a black color and we will cut this. So the way to cut it is we'll select the rectangle tool and we can actually just put the rectangle exactly to the half of this ellipse, and then we'll select both these objects and we'll go to the Pathfinder. In case the Pathfinder is not open, you can go to Windows and open the Pathfinder and simply click on this minus print. Oh, just a minute, we'll select both these things and again we'll click OK. Right, now we have just got the half part of the ellipse, or we got the semicircle. Now we will just keep it over here. Right, then what we'll do is we will put the teeth. So just we will create one rounded rectangle, and then we will do the same thing. We will actually take a rectangle and we will cut it into 2. Simply select the rectangle and then we'll select the rounded rectangle by holding shift, and then we will cut it into 2. Simply use the minus front option. So now we have cut this into 2. So then we will use this as a teeth. So we'll apply pure white color to this, then just scale it down and adjust it over here. We'll make it even smaller. Right, and then we'll hold Alt and create one more teeth. Right, so then we'll just select both these objects, group them by hitting Ctrl G, and we can slightly increase the size of the teeth. Right, then the last thing we'll do is we'll create tongue. So to create a tongue, we will again use the rounded rectangle tool. We'll make it more rounded, something like this, and then we'll cut it again. So we'll select the rectangle, and then what we'll do is we will cut it first. So we'll again use the Pathfinder and we'll cut it. Right, and then we will just adjust these points. We'll just move the points inwards like this, and the next thing is we will apply a pure red color to this, and we can also try a reddish gradient here. So simply we will select this point and we will apply a reddish gradient to this. Right, so then we will just keep it over here, and we'll send this object or shape behind the teeth. So just simply right click, arrange, and we can use this option, send backward. Right, right, so we have created a furry cartoon here, And then the one thing we can do is we can actually simply scale everything down. Let's keep it over here. We can create one more duplicate of this furry cartoon. Simply just hold Alt and drag. Okay, so now we got to one more duplicate, but this time what we'll do is we will change the color a little bit. So we can simply right click on it and we can go to isolate selected group again, and here this time I will apply one more color here. So we can use another gradient. So we can just keep these options over here. There will be more space. So I will select this slider, and we can give some pinkish gradient actually, and then so here we got a pinkish color for the outer star, and then we'll select the inner star, and for the inner star we can apply bluish color, so something like this, right? So we got two different colors. So now we can just go back and we can see here we got one more furry cartoon with different color. And the last thing we will do is we'll just group them separately. So we'll select the entire cartoon, the left cartoon, and we'll group it, and we'll do the same for the right cartoon. So we'll group it again, and then we will create a background. So just simply we will create a rectangle here, and then we will apply a gradient, a nice gradient to it. So instead of preparing a gradient again, we can go to swatches. In swatches we are going to get ready-made gradients. So simply go to Windows, and in Windows we have swatches. So open the swatches, and at the bottom of the swatches panel we have swatches libraries menu, and in the libraries menu we can go to gradient, and in gradients we have an option gems and jewels. In the gems and jewels we have plenty of options. These options are used to create the ready-made gradients. We'll select one gradient, something like this, or we can we can apply a lighter gradient actually. So we can check the combination here. So first we will put this rectangle behind the furry cartoons. Okay, and we can do experimentation which gradient is going to be nice. So we can check here. Yeah, so I think okay, this one is nice, so we'll finalize this, right? And the last thing we'll do is we will apply a little bit of drop shadow to these furry cartoons. So select the left one, go to effect, stylize, and select the drop shadow option, right? And the same thing we'll do, select the right cartoon, go to effect, stylize, and drop shadow, right? Now we are done with these cartoons, and now it's time for us to export these cartoons. So to export these cartoons, all you have to do is go to file, export, and we can select export as. So we'll save them on our desktop, and we will select a PNG format, and we will simply click on export. Just click OK, and then we will open our final output. So we'll just open with, and we'll select the photos option. So this is the furry cartoon that we have created in Illustrator. So it's a very simple, quick and easy, and also an interesting thing in Illustrator. So I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So if you have not yet subscribed, do subscribe, and if you want to say something, do comment, like and share. See you again.